Hey guys, hi. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome back. My name's Morgan, and I'm a sixth grade math and science teacher. And I also love all things Disney. And on today's show, I also really like football. I'm super into football, always have been. And on tonight's show, if you didn't look down below, we are going to be watching the Steelers and the Browns live game. This is going to be my live reaction of the game. If you're here in the chat, definitely let me know. I love to talk to you guys throughout the game. Let me know if you have a preference on which team you'd like to win. Currently, the Browns are out of playoff contention right now, and the Steelers still could sneak into the AFC playoffs with a wild card spot. So it is really important that they win today. And this will also be Ben Roethlisberger's last home game and his last possible Monday Night Football game at home. So this is going to be super important that the Steelers win. So this will be really interesting. So if you're watching, you can watch along on your television. It's on ESPN Network 1 and 2. 2 has Peyton Manning and Eli Manning's commentary. I'm watching on ESPN 1, but the game is kicking off, so let's go ahead and watch. And you'll probably be able to hear it too. It's kind of loud. So Steelers start off with the ball. And they pick up a few yards. If you guys didn't know, my Eagles, which is my team, just made it into the playoffs for the first time since 2019. Super excited about that. Thank you so much to the Packers for beating the Vikings and the Saints for winning your game, because those two allowed us to sneak into the playoffs there. So excited.
Talk about what it feels like, and Ben is experiencing something right now that he probably never experienced in his career.
So they just keep talking about how this is going to be his last game, and how a lot of fans and a lot of people and a lot of teams are really sad to see him go, because he's been around. He started back when like Eli Manning and Peyton Manning kind of first started, so he's been around a while. He's not quite as old as like Tom Brady is or Aaron Rodgers is, but he plays a lot more physically than they do. So he's not going to be able to. This is obviously going to be his last year, and it's because he probably is hurting a lot more than they do, because he does do a lot more runs. He'll tackle more people and things like that than say either of those two would.
We've been here before. We didn't see this many people in the street before 2-3 hours before the football game like we saw tonight. City of Pittsburgh recognizes how special this moment is. They were hundreds deep waiting to get in 3 hours before the game.
All right. So they're 2nd and 14 currently, which is not the greatest. Oh. It's also super cold in Pittsburgh tonight. They just got a bunch of snow, along with a lot of places on the East Coast. They are playing in Pittsburgh and not Cleveland. Woo! Okay. 4th and 6, so they're going to have to kick it, and Cleveland will return it. I don't know that I'm going to watch I don't know that I'm going to film the whole game, just because I did go back to work today, and I'm super exhausted.
Presley Harvin is out. Lost his dad recently. Dealing with that, dealing with an illness as well. Good punt by Waitman. Donovan Peoples-Jones from a 10. Heavy drop after 12. Justin Wade.
Okay, so the Browns returned the ball and tried to run it, and they got to the 12-yard line.
So they got a face mask. Yeah, sure it looks like. It looks like Justin Wade
And there's a flag on the play.
just reached up too high. During the return, personal foul. Face mask, number 31 of the kicking team. 15-yard penalty.
Okay, so it's against Pittsburgh. He had a personal foul of grabbing the face mask. Oh, yeah, he, like, kind of held on there. Okay, so it is a commercial break. So, fun fact, I actually just went to my first ever professional game of like any kind of sport on New Year's Eve. I went to the Tampa Bay Lightning game. It was so weird when like they randomly just like stop playing and it's like no one called a timeout. Why are you not playing? And it's commercial break. It's so weird. I never knew that like they actually stopped playing over there for commercial breaks. So weird. But let me know how you guys' Christmas went. I know Christmas was just happened, just came and went, and New Year's. So let me know how those went for you guys. I did just post my New Year's goals video. If I can remember to go back and link it, I'll link it here for you guys. But definitely check that out. That's a pretty good video. It's all about how to set goals and how to stick to your goals to achieve your goals. So, yeah. And then there's not a lot of Disney news this week or last week. It was kind of mellow with the holidays, other than like the most news I saw was about the crowds and Genie Plus selling out at certain places, which I do have to say it was very crowded. I went like a few days before New Year's and then New Year's Eve, and the like in between time between Christmas and New Year's was packed. Like the crowds at Disney were insane. You could not walk anywhere without running into people. Definitely the busiest time of year. So if you're planning a trip, I would suggest to not go then. Try to plan it away from that time. All right. So we're at the 26-yard line, 1st and 10. Browns. And he was taken down with a loss of 2. So they're 2nd and 12.
Introduced himself right away. Jarvis Landry with the best slot receivers in the NFL. TJ Watt, Minka Fitzpatrick. They're big playmakers for the Pittsburgh defense.
Ooh. Okay. So they picked up the first down. Landry got looks like, how many yards is that? About 6 or 7 yards.
Landry, one of the best in the NFL, catch the ball in the slot, running with the football with toughness after the catch. 20-yard game. Robert Spillane is in there because there's no Devin Bush tonight, no Joe Schulman, both starting linebackers.
Was a 20-yard gain in all. So we're back at 1st and 10. They're at the 45-yard line, Browns 45-yard line.
could not bring it down. Working on Terrell Edmonds. It's a good read here from Baker Mayfield early. This is a combination route, one underneath and one over top. Hooper runs the out route, and Chubb runs underneath.
All right, so Baker Mayfield threw it incomplete pass.
Throughout this season, it's been the accuracy. It has not been consistent enough. Obviously, he's been dealing with those injuries, and he's got that harness on the left shoulder, which has, in my opinion, affected his accuracy. A non-throwing shoulder for Baker Mayfield. Second down and 10. From their own 45.
They're talking about how Baker Mayfield's been hurt the past few weeks. He had a dislocated shoulder, and so he's wearing a brace now on his left shoulder, but he throws with his right arm. And the one announcer was saying how they think it's affected his accuracy, and the other one was like, but it's on his non-throwing arm. So I don't know that you can really say it affects his accuracy if it's on the opposite arm. Second incomplete pass, so they are now 3rd and 10. Still at the 45. Oh my. Wow, that was not great.
We talked about how the Browns going to react. They were upset, obviously.
So he threw it right to someone, and they should have caught it, but they kind of just like let it deflect off their hands. So they're now 4th and 10, and they are going to have to kick it.
Sable, nationally recognized speed painter from Pittsburgh. Steelers fan. To this Roethlisberger tribute. He finished with his fingers.
All right, so we are on to commercial break. So going back to some of the latest Disney news coming out of Walt Disney World and Disneyland right now. Disneyland just announced that they will have grad night back for 2022 grads. So in May, if you are a 2022 graduate, they will they have a special night where only you guys have access to the park or something similar like that. But you have to bring proof of your graduation from a local high school, I think it is. So that is returning. It's the first time since COVID. So lots of awesome things there. Walt Disney World has announced they are going to be retiring some of their 50th snacks, and on their Instagram they are posting the new snacks that will be coming out. So I believe they posted 3, I want to say. I know one was definitely about a Mickey shaped cinnamon bun, specializing for the 50th. Let me see if I can find it. Wait, I don't want to message them. Walt Disney World. Maybe it was on, where did I see it? Someone said they were maybe the Disney parks. I cannot seem to find it. Walt Disney 50th. Okay, well, I can't seem to find it, but I do know that one of them was definitely a Mickey shaped cinnamon bun, and then I do know that they posted another today. Was going to be I think they have some type of float coming back, or some type of new float that's coming with pineapple Dole Whip. They're going to have a new Dole Whip float, and they did have one. They did have a new Dole Whip float for New Year's Eve at the Poly, and it was actually a Pog juice float, which I've heard is really good. I love Pog juice, and if you've never had it, I highly recommend it. So, all right. All right, so we are back. Steelers are at 2nd and 7 at their own 23-yard line, about. Woo! That was a good one. First down.
You see the Pittsburgh Steelers trying to hit the ball north and south now between the tackles. We talked to Matt Canada. You see here they got double teams on the point of attack. A little bit of a duo blocking scheme. We talked to Matt Canada, the offensive coordinator, and he said, hey, look, this is really what we do best. This is what Nagy does best. We got to keep his shoulders square, get it going downhill, not side to side. They had success with it in the first matchup against Cleveland. Look for them to continue to try and exploit that tonight.
Interesting.
Old school, Jerome Bettis down.
So they're at the 31-yard line. 1st and 10. Steelers at their own 31. It's been handed off. And Najee Harris has just hit 1,000 rushing yards for the season, which is amazing. It's the most rushing yards by almost any rookie. He's only beat by one from 1975, which is 1,055, which I think he will more than surpass. He's at 1,005 right now. So if he just rushes 50 more yards, he'll surpass him easily. Especially with one more game this season.
Set that record for the Steelers. That was in a 14-game regular season. One of the things I really enjoyed, there were so many stories this week from former Steelers, and hearing Jerome Bettis talk about his relationship with Ben, and Jerome was getting up there in years and wasn't going to get a Super Bowl. And Ben came in and promised him that Super Bowl, and in his second year, they went to the playoffs and got it for Jerome. After 12 years, and it was a great story in Detroit.
All right, here we go. 3rd and 4. Flag. False start. Looks like it's going to be. Or is it blocking?
Johnson, wide receiver for movement.
Yep, false start. Offense, so they get a 5-yard penalty. So instead of, I think they were 2nd and 4, they're going to be 2nd and 9. Or 3rd and 9. I'm sorry, it's 3rd down. Not 2nd. Ooh. All right, 4th down. For them, they weren't able to convert on that last one or get any more yardage, so they will have to kick it back to the Browns.
One of the best all-around corners in the NFL. That's a great way to get off the field for the Cleveland Browns. Second Pro Bowl season, Denzel Ward come up. Wakeman got it away. Peoples-Jones will let it bounce. Steelers down at the 27, 43-yard punt.
All right, ball's down at the 27. So the Browns will now have the ball coming up. So not sure if anyone's seen Far From Home, but I finally saw that. Spider-Man Far From Home. If you saw it, let me know what you thought of it down in the comments below. I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts on it. I thought this game, not going to lie, I thought this game would be a lot higher scoring than it is right now. It's kind of a pretty well. No one scored yet, so it's definitely a low scoring game, but getting off to a lot slower of a start than I initially thought. But that's football. You never know what you're gonna get. In other Disney news, we have Everest going down tomorrow for refurbishment, official refurbishment, for that 6-month period of time. So you will not be able to ride the ride until it comes back May, June-ish timeline. There's no set reopening date yet, but currently it is going down for refurbishment. Today was the last day to ride it. Also, Book of Boba Fett. Anyone seen the Book of Boba Fett? Let me know if you have in the comments and what you guys thought of it. I thought it was so good. And I'm super excited to see the rest of the series and where it's going to take Boba Fett. Oh, so good. So good. All right, here we go. Game is back on. Oh, no, they're just talking about the teams. In some NFL news, we had big news happen this week. John Madden, who they're talking about right now, the creator of the Madden football game that I'm sure a lot of people are familiar with, and a big sports announcer and football player, did pass away this past week, unfortunately. They've been kind of remembering him all week long with different tributes. And then Ben Roethlisberger announced he will be retiring after the season, more than likely. So that's really big news. And then there's some more things that have happened in the NFL that we'll get to later on in the show. Whoa, the Browns pass it for a huge drive for their 1st and 10. They not only convert on the 10, but one of the Browns ran for 32 yards. Wow, right into Steelers territory. Wow. Whew. Yeah, they're going to be down at about the Steelers 42. Whoo, gosh. All right, so they ran it again with only a gain of 2.
John Madden that I'm always going to remember and spend a lot of time with him in production meetings is his humanity. He loved people. He was curious. He was a teacher. He always wanted to learn. He constantly asking people about their experiences. And that's
all right, here we go.
Genuinely cares about people, and that's what John Madden was.
So we're at 2nd and 8. All right, and we'll be 3rd and inches coming in onto this next play for the 3rd down, 3rd and inches for the Browns in Steelers territory. Go Browns. Hi, Rachel's music videos. Nice to see you, Go Browns. You want the Browns to win. I'm clearly representing the Steelers. Hi, Aubrey's Adventures. Nice to see you. I am clearly representing the Steelers just because it's Ben Roethlisberger's last night. I hope he does win because it's his last home game. I shouldn't say last night because he at least has his next game. You live in Ohio? Oh, that's cold up there. Well, then I guess you would be definitely a Browns fan. It sucked that I'm so shocked that they did not make it into the playoffs. The Browns were doing so well for a really long time in the series, and then they just got You guys just got smacked with so many injuries, and Mayfield with his arm not doing so well. So, ooh, that was almost intentional grounding, and almost a sack. Mayfield almost got sacked, so that'll be 4th and 7. I'm not sure if they'll punt it or kick it back here. Hi, Megan. Born and raised. That's awesome. Welcome in, you guys. Oh, Megan, I'm sure you're a big Steelers fan, probably watching the game from Pennsylvania up there. Are you Steelers or are you a Philly fan, Megan? You gotta let me know. All right. They're gonna go for it, and he gets sacked with the ball. Oh, that was a terrible, terrible move on the Browns' part. They should have just kicked it. It looks like the Steelers are now going to start at the Steelers 45-ish yard line, around the 45, 50-yard line. Woo! This game just got really interesting. That's exciting. I was like, I don't know what's going to happen with this game. Because like I said earlier, if you weren't here, the Steelers, this is a must-win game for the Steelers to continue in on the playoffs. Right now, they are going to be out of the playoffs if they do not win. In order to stay alive and have any sort of dream of going to the Super Bowl, they have to win this game. And the Browns are currently out of the playoff series. But like I said, we do have some interesting football news that did happen, especially in yesterday's game. I don't know if any of you guys watched it, but we had during the Tampa Bay game, halfway through the game, Antonio Brown just decided to quit and walk off the field, stripped down, took off his jersey and pads, and then ended up taking off his undershirt and his gloves, and was basically just in his pants, and just kind of strolled off the field and quit. And no one really knows why. Apparently the rumor is that he was asked to go in and he didn't want to, so he just quit. And there's footage of the manager and the coaches asking him to stay, but he just was not about it. I feel really bad for Antonio Brown. I have no idea what's going on with him lately. He's just been so chaotic, and especially after the Patriots took him in, and then Tom took him to the Bucs when no one else wanted him. It was I'm shocked he would just quit like that. Just quit on the spot like that. That's crazy to me. Ooh. Sorry guys, it's been a long day. Oh, so crazy. We also have some so he was then they interviewed Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Bucs coach after the game, and the coach basically was like, no, he's not on the team, and refused to even talk about what happened. So no one exactly knows what happens, but he is off the team for the time being. And probably the near future. I'm not gonna lie. I have a feeling that will probably be his last game in the NFL. I don't see any NFL team hiring him after that. All right, so Steelers are 2nd and 5. It looks like they were a little further back than I thought. They're at the Pittsburgh 43-yard line. All right, got converted on the first down. They'll look to be about the 48. Looking to get a touchdown here to take the lead. Currently 0-0 game. Ugh. So like I said, if you're watching, make sure you let me know who you are rooting for. super excited to see who wins this game, if Ben Roethlisberger will win and do his magic yet again. Apparently, the Steelers have not lost on Monday Night Football in their own stadium in several years. So odds are with the Steelers on this one. All right, Ben Roethlisberger throws it to Miles, and it's an incomplete pass. So they're going to go for it again. 2nd and 10, about the 48 or 49. All right. Right down the center, brings them to right over center field, about the 53. It looks like just a one off from the first down. Oh, 3rd and 2. So they're 2 off the first down. It's so hard to tell where they are when they land because they always like to roll around. All right, here we go. Roethlisberger passes it and or hands it off rather. They run it. I'm not sure if they got the first down or not. And I think they did not. They did not. 4th and 1 for the Steelers right now. And I think they're going to go for it like the Browns just did. So hopefully they have better luck with this one. All right, and they get the first down. No way he did not get that first down. Yep, first down. So Steelers are going to be at the 42-yard line of the Browns, going in for that touchdown a little soon.
That's tough ball handling. You know, get a snap from a new center and to turn around, spin around, and hand to the up back. If you double clutch that at all, it's a fumble. That's Derek Watt's first.
All right. Here they go. 1st and 10 for the Steelers. Caught, but he cannot even make it back to the line of scrimmage. So it'll be actually, I think, a loss of 1. So it'll be 2nd and 11 for the Steelers. Oh, no. They're saying they did make it back, so 2nd and 10.
Wonderfully talented individual. It's nice to see him showing up early in this game.
All right, Cleveland 41. Ben shoots it down. Whoa, way downfield. Almost intercepted by the Browns. Would have been a touchdown if not. They are now 3rd and 10. Whoa, this is one heck of a throw. Yeah, that was almost intercepted. Literally like that close. All right, here they go. 3rd and 10. Steelers at the Browns 42-yard line. Oh, caught, but they cannot convert it. They're going to have, I think they only got halfway, so it's going to be 4th and 5. Woo! So tired tonight. Yep, 4th and 5 for Pittsburgh. It looks like they might go for it again here. Oh my. Okay, they are going to go for it. 4th and 5. Oh. missed pass, nearly intercepted again. So that will be where the Browns take over at the Browns 42-yard line. Oh, that is not pretty. Not what the Steelers want.
That's a great job by Malik McDowell of getting out there quick enough to take pre-snap. I can see why Ben thought that. I'm sitting up here looking at it going prior move. He's just going to pop him real quick. Easy first down. Great disguise on the part of Joe Woods, the defensive coordinator of the Browns. Great execution on the part of the players.
All right, Browns are taking over possession at their 42-yard line.
Nice execution on the part of the Browns defense.
All right, Baker Mayfield passes it off, and he gets about 5 yards to bring them to the 39, it looks like. Yes, they can. I think the Browns and the Steelers are a pretty good matchup. Apparently, they're like a really big rivalry. I don't follow the AFC too much, so that kind of shocks me because I feel like they're super far apart, and like the Browns are so much closer to other people. But all right, here we go. Whoa! Almost intercepted by a Steeler. Mayfield tipped it. He tipped it up, so not intercepted, but incomplete pass. But wow, that could have been really bad.
Lucky he didn't pick that thing off a little bit lower. He may be heading the other way for a pick six. He knows it too. Baker's just 1 of 7 passing tonight. He's missed his last 6.
I think we have about 2 seconds left in the first quarter. All right, here we go. Baker Mayfield. Oh, and he's sacked, and there's a flag on the play. That was insane. Watt sacked Baker Mayfield. Oh, and it looks like it's a penalty on the Browns. Yep. Illegal motion, I think is what they just called it. LO, yep, very big. Most of Ohio are Steelers fans, though. Really? Most of Ohio? I would never, ever guess that in a million years, that Ohio had Steelers fans. I guess it makes sense. You guys are kind of close. But, wow, that's really interesting.
That's not fair. At AT&T, we think it's only fair that all customers get our best deals. And you get a trusted plan.
She said everyone. It's not complicated. Only AT&T gives both.
So anyway, back to we have a commercial. So back to some news that's been coming out. Sadly, yes. Oh, so sorry. I feel you. I lived in Maryland for 2 years, and everyone there was a Ravens fan, and I cannot stand. There are very few teams I cannot stand, and very few people I cannot stand. But the Ravens are one of the teams that I just cannot stand. I do not like them. I do not like Lamar Jackson, and I was just surrounded by Ravens fans all the time. But back to some Disney news for a moment. We did see that Rock and Roller Coaster at Hollywood Studios has now been down for 4 consecutive days without going up, and there's no reason why. Disney has not released a statement. They're not under refurbishment. So if you are planning a trip, please plan accordingly, because it may continue to be down. We don't know what's going on with Rock and Roller Coaster at Disney, but it has not come back up at all. So crazy. I really want to try to find these snacks for you guys, these new 50th snacks. Disney is releasing these new snacks that are coming out like slowly on their Instagram stories. Let me put in new 50th snacks. Maybe that'll come up. Okay, here it is. So, I'm just getting this from Disney Food Blog. Yeah. So this is going to be one of the brand new treats that are coming to the Main Street Bakery. This is a Mickey cinnamon roll with a little chocolate 50th there. That will be premiering on the 10th. And it is Disney Parks, so it must be in their stories. So Disney Parks, they're actually going to come out with 9 of them, and every day they are releasing a new one. Another one is going to be the Slewfoot Sioux Fish Sandwich at Golden Oak Outpost, which it'll look like this. That'll be interesting. Not really sure what that is at all. And then I do know that, yes, this is what I saw today. There is a brand new slushie coming to the Cheshire Cafe. It is called the Always Tea Time Slush at the Cheshire Cafe. All of these new treats, by the way, will premiere on January 10th. Are they moving it to Universal? Didn't they buy the rights to Aerosmith? Not sure. Thought I heard that though. Wow, I did not hear that. They definitely would not move. Sorry, the game just came back on. Okay. They definitely would not move the Aerosmith, like the Rock and Roller Coaster ride. If anything, they would retheme it. I've heard a lot of that going around, that they will be retheming it. So maybe this is them retheming it. I could see them retheming it to Cars. It wouldn't take much they wouldn't have to be down very long for that. Ooh. Steelers converted on 2nd and 3rd. Got the first down. But they wouldn't have to retheme it too much. Like, you're already riding in a car, and then like you're just riding on a roadway. So maybe they would change it from a dark ride. I'm not really too sure. But I do know they no longer have the rights to Aerosmith, and Disney actually is not renewing rights on some characters I heard coming up. I'm not sure how true that is or what characters that they are, that the rights are coming up that Disney has not renewed yet. So it'll be interesting. All right. Steelers are at the Browns 57-yard line. Flag on the play already right off the snap. Looks like it is not going to be a false start. Probably holding. Not sure if they're showing the Browns, so I think it might be on the Browns. Offsides, defense 57. So Browns number 57. Oh, that'll cost them. Oh, yeah. All right, so I think they're replaying the second down. So they're 2nd and 5. Woo! And Najee Harris caught it, and he's got the first down and a little extra. Ooh, that was not. Ooh, we got some tussling going on the field between the Browns and the Steelers. This is a rivalry, man. A rivalry I didn't even know existed before this game. Surprised they didn't call that. All right, so Steelers are now at the Browns. Looks like the 36-yard line. 1st and 10. Ooh. No call on that one. That's interesting. All right. Looked really a lot like pass interference to me. Jeez. Holy. Oh. So basically what happened is a Steeler and a Brown were running and they just collided into each other and fell. He like laid flat on his back. He really got him. All right. Ooh. Oh, dropped. Okay. 3rd and 10. Ooh, they are not playing great today. Either team, really. Yeah, and those are all the new 50th snacks that have been released. So again, it's that cinnamon roll, that like chickeny fish sandwich, and the frozen slushy tea coming to the Magic Kingdom for new 50th snacks. And then it says choose a dessert from these emojis. These are hints. They have cake and an orange. So maybe a new Dole Whip. They did have, like I said, that New Year's Dole Whip. I really wanted to try it. I was really bummed I couldn't get to the Poly. Oh, we're missing a shoe. One of the Steelers lost his shoe. Ooh. Oh, that's what happened. So, basically they took him down. They took the rusher down. The Browns took him down, and then one of the they like tackled him, and then the Brown that took him down took his shoe off and threw it across the field. So they got unsportsmanlike conduct, 15 yards for the Steelers, which does make it a first down. Ooh, and they are sending him to the locker room to cool down. That was number 90 on the Browns. He just cost them probably a touchdown. They're probably going to get a touchdown now. Or at least they could go for a field goal if they had to, because they are now at the 18-yard line. Yep, inside that red zone. Woo, woo! All right. We got a carry for a good, 7 yards. You could tell it is so cold. Half their faces are, bright red, and you can see all of their breath. All of their arms are bright red. Woo. Woo! Okay, first down. Yep, Steelers and Browns rivalry and Ohio State and Michigan rivalry both have hardcore fans. Oh, wow. I don't follow college football as much as I follow NFL football, but I don't really know about the rivalries. I just know about the rivalries with my team, obviously, and some of the other big ones, the Bears and the Packers, Vikings and Packers is always a really good one. And then I guess the Steelers and the Browns. This is killing. This is killer. Was that a touchdown? Oh, touchdown. Steelers get the first touchdown of the game. First one to put points on the board. Oh. I think they kind of when they were trying to tackle him, they kind of pushed him into the end zone. Hi, Elizabeth. Meant to say hi, and then all that happened. Sorry. All right, going for the extra point here. Apparently, it's also super windy. All right, perfect. So it's going to be 7-0 Steelers on the board. Apparently, it's also super windy going the other way. So they are going to try to keep it as much on the ground as they can going in a certain direction. All right, so in other Disney news, we do have some new Wishables. If you are a Wishables fan coming to Shop Disney, We have the brand new Princess Wishables line, which somehow keeps getting released. They keep getting like released other places. And so people have like images of them. But basically, these are what they're going to look like. They're going to be in their regular dress. It looks like these are going to be 3 in the blind bags. You got Cinderella, Tiana, and Aurora there. And then it is rumored, not confirmed, obviously, until they come out, but rumored to be Rapunzel in the out of the box, out of the bag, and those release actually tomorrow on Shop Disney, and I think they're releasing at 7 a.m. Pacific time, which is I think 11 a.m. Walt Disney World time. So if you are interested in purchasing them, they always sell out very quickly. So make sure you are on there. January Wishable release. So that you can get your set if you are someone who is collecting them. I'm just trying to find a better picture, but that's the only one I can find, apparently. So like I said, they'll be releasing on Shop Disney tomorrow. If you are interested, it doesn't give a time. It does not give a time. So I don't know when they'll go live. Sometime tomorrow on Shop Disney, they'll be going live. But like I said, there's not been a whole lot of Disney news. I know they did end up doing a lot of fireworks shows for New Year's Eve, and those, from what I heard, were amazing. They did some dance parties around the Magic Kingdom, Epcot, and Hollywood Studios at both Walt Disney World, and then they also did some at DCA and Disneyland resorts. But they didn't. Normally they give out commemorative hats for it, and they did not give out commemorative hats this year. So that's a little different and a little sad, if I'm going to be honest. All right. Browns receive it. They run it back, end up at about the 24-yard line, I think is where they'll put them. 24, 23-yard line. Which isn't too bad. Also, I don't know if you guys heard, but they changed some of the NFL games for this week, including my Eagles game. They have moved 2 games to Saturday instead of Sunday. So we have the Chiefs game. I forgot who they're playing, is going to play on Saturday at 4. And then my Eagles will actually play the Saturday night game against the Dallas Cowboys, which will be really interesting since they are both going to the Super Bowl. Or the playoffs. That's how you know it's been a long night. All right, run it back. I think they maybe got 1 yard out of that. Yeah. So 2nd and 9 for the Browns at the 25-yard line. Ooh, knocked down. Incomplete pass. Knocked down by the Steelers. Ooh, he could have intercepted that real easily.
Since Baker Mayfield came into the NFL, he's got 46 batted passes. That's the most in the NFL. Clearly, defensive linemen and defensive coaches, they're coached. Listen,
I really wish I could show you guys like how red these guys are. Like, it is insane. It must be freezing there. So 3rd and 9. Baker Mayfield passes it, and that was a really bad pass. Like, if I'm going to be honest, they actually lost yardage on that one. Super bad pass, barely caught. And he couldn't go anywhere with it.
But he feels that pressure coming from his throwing side. He's trying to drift to the left. And look, TJ1 is affecting this game already in a way that Kevin Stefanski didn't want to see.
So they are 4-9, so they are going to have to punt it back unless they want to risk the Steelers scoring on them again. Ooh, caught at the way past the 30-yard line. Oh, my. Runs it to the 32-yard line. It's the 25 degrees in Cleveland. Oh, my goodness. That is cold. I'm in Florida, and I think it is colder today than it has been. It was in the 80s. It's currently... check. It's currently 57 degrees in Florida, which is actually pretty cold for Florida. Feels like 55. Crazy. I know where I used to live in New Jersey, they just got like a bunch of snow. So that is just insane. Let's look up how cold it is. They're playing in Pittsburgh today, so weather in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. It is currently 27 and feels like 21 in Pittsburgh. So not too far off from your Cleveland temperatures, Rachel. That's crazy. I know the Green Bay game last night, it was like 1 degree. The real feel was 1 degree. Like, oh, I could not imagine. Whew. You could live in Florida, but you could do 50 though. It hasn't been too bad. I moved here in August, which is probably like the hottest point, and it hasn't been too bad. Like I pretty much had my windows open. It was just over 80 over Christmas, but other than that, it's been around like 70s, 60s, so it's been really nice. I don't like to be too hot. I don't like warm. I would rather be cold than warm, but I do like the warmth. I love going to the beach, and I love the sunshine. That's like the real kicker for me is I really wanted to be in the sunshine. So
we talked a little bit about the evolution of Ben Roethlisberger, and as of late, he's got the ball out of his hands faster than any quarterback in the National Football League. Now that's a product of trying to protect the offensive line, but it's also protecting his body. And tonight early, you see how fast that ball is coming out. And the last one's a touchdown to Deontay Johnson. It's been a good formula for Ben in this game. Ben is the most sacked quarterback in NFL history.
Ben's the most sacked quarterback in NFL history. I don't know if that's something to be proud of. But that would definitely lead to an early retirement.
You talk about all those sacks, and it led to so many injuries for Ben, but he rarely missed games. And I think that's one of those things that I know the fans here in Pittsburgh will always remember. I'll always remember it, playing the position and understanding how hard it is to stay healthy.
One last time. You keep seeing all these signs that reference Ben Roethlisberger's last time ever playing in Pittsburgh. It's kind of sad. Woo! Oh, and sacked again. Yet another sack. And he fumbled it. Oh, God. But he recovered it.
Hit an inside move. Trey Turner just whips on him, and then you see Ben who's with the ball in the pocket, puts it on the ground, almost turns it over. Nice quick hit off on the part of Clowney. Give credit to Clowney.
Wow.
He had that personal, that's unsportsmanlike in the last drive, got benched for Bull Augustin. Gets back out there, makes a play. Neither team has converted on third down tonight. This is a tough one.
Yeah. 3rd and 16. Threw it in. He made a good try of it. Oh. Oh. So he picks up 13, makes it 4th and 2. That's a lot.
Brings up the fourth down. And Najee Harris, he said, listen, I wasn't on the ground. He was still fighting for yards. He lands on top of a defender and never really touches the guy, so he keeps fighting. Whistle had been blown.
Oh, they're all booing.
And 3 at their own 44. And they're going to send the punt unit on. Corliss Wheaton.
All right. Steelers are punting it back to the Browns since they are fourth and 3. I'm sorry, not 4th and 2. 4th and 3.
They got to find some rhythm on the offensive side of the ball. And I've been saying all night long.
All right, caught at the right above the 10-yard line, makes it to the 20-yard line. So the and there's a flag. Woo!
The gunner was running out. He was late getting on the field, and they snapped the ball before the gunner ever got set. They can tack that on if they so choose. Talking it over with Coach Stefanski.
Illegal shift. Kicking team number 31 was never set prior to the snap. That 5-yard penalty is added to the end of the play. First down, Cleveland.
Wow. Okay. So apparently the kicking team, which is the Steelers, were never set. They saw someone running onto the field. So it's a 5-yard penalty, which adds on to the ends of the play of the Browns. So rather than starting at the 20, they will start at the 25-yard line when they come back. That's awesome for the Browns. That's good, really good for them. But hopefully we get some more scores in here. Hopefully the Browns can make it an interesting game and put a score on the board. That would be nice. Let me know how your guys' Christmas was. I know I asked that earlier, but I want to know what your guys' holidays were. Did you guys do anything fun? I'd love to know. Chat with you guys about it. We have had some construction over at Epcot, some more construction updates. The final painting of the Cosmic Rewind Galaxy ride in Epcot has happens. And they did take out some original turnstiles at the Carousel of Progress in the Magic Kingdom. Some of the OG turnstiles that were there have been taken out and replaced. And I do also know that Shop Disney just dropped some of its brand new Dooney and Burke Valentine's Day bags. So you're definitely going to want to check that out if you are into Dooney and Burke or the Valentine's Day collections of Disney. And I think that's really it for Disney news. Like I really can't think of much. There's not a whole lot of merch news, not a whole lot of parks news, other than what we've kind of already touched on. I know they did just release hours for, I think, up to March 15th, park hours they released them for. And then they also announced that starting right after Daylight Savings Time, I think it's in April, they will be moving all of the fireworks back an hour. So Enchantment will now start at 9 instead of 8. And Illuminations will start at 11 or 10 instead of 9. Yeah, I think it's 10 instead of 9. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Rachel. Oh, I know a lot of people suddenly had like sick family members because of the new variant and everything. All of a sudden, I was able to spend it with my mom and my sister at my mom's house here in Florida. So that was pretty good. We just had a chill Christmas. It was actually like 82 degrees on Christmas, so it was kind of weird. And if you follow me on Instagram, it's linked down below if you don't. I posted a little reel of what Santa comes around to the communities on instead of a fire truck. So you'll have to check that out to see how Santa comes door to door greeting children on Christmas Eve. Check that reel out. Oh, Mayfield just got intercepted. Oh, definitely not what you want to see there happen there. Dang. That sucks. They're at the 43-yard line. The Browns' 43-yard line now. Oh. Whoa, deep shot. Whoa, way too deep. Way too deep. I feel like Ben's like definitely has the pressure on him to perform because it's his last game at home. But like, dude, you're throwing it way too deep. You need to calm down.
That's not forcible to the head. That's a good no call from the official. And they're trying to get a jump ball for Claypool. And Claypool kind of stops and then doesn't have an opportunity to make a play on the ball.
Interesting.
We saw Greedy Williams go off to the Cleveland locker room. Secondary already banged up for the Browns. Greg Newsom.
All right. Second and 10. Roethlisberger is taking it. Is that Roethlisberger? Someone's taking it. Nope, definitely not Roethlisberger. Makes the play. Gets the first down. Oh, it was Harris again. Of course it was. Najee Harris. All right. Approaching that all-time Steelers record. Woo! Oh, no. Backwards status. All right. I'll give it up to the Browns. They're not giving up points here. They are really trying to hold them. Trying to eliminate them from the playoffs. Trying to eliminate the Steelers. All right, 2nd and 9 for the Steelers. At the 29-yard line, 28-yard line. Dude, come on. Whoa! First down. That was a good one. He dodged a player. Maybe Roethlisberger dodged a player, and then when he threw it to, I don't know who he threw it to, but he dodged a player. That was crazy. Oh my gosh, that was so funny. So literally, like, you can see the defender going for him, and he just moves out of the way. All right, 1st and 10 in the red zone yet again at the at the 16-yard line. Whoa! Whoa! How was that a legal hit? The Browns are going at the Steelers right now. This is crazy.
Within the framework of his own offense, there's something that maybe theoretically he doesn't necessarily want to do, but he's doing what he has to do given what personnel they have on the football field and how this roster is presently constructed. This is a downhill football.
Oh my gosh.
Get the ball out of your hands quick from Ben Roethlisberger. Get in the hands of the playmakers. You love the fact that they know.
I don't know that the Browns are going to have to, if the Steelers score here again, the Browns are going to have to answer with a score before the half if they want to be even like in contention in this game. Knocked out, 3rd and 7. Ooh. Browns lost another player with a shoulder injury, their corner.
They're lucky that they got Greg Newsome back. He's missed the last 3 games. He had a concussion and he's on the COVID list. So they're still in good shape with Newsome and Denzel Ward on the outside, even without Greedy Williams. There's 5
3rd and 7.
They have not converted a third down tonight. Neither team has. Here's Ben. There's your punt.
Oh, convert. First conversion on a 3rd down of the night by either team. That is crazy. We are already with 3 minutes left in the second. Oh my gosh. Why has no one converted on the 3rd down? This is the first time. It's crazy. This is why the score is the way it is.
Takes a big shot and holds on. That's nice scheming right there. They come right back to the previous play when Phillips got the tip. It was the out route. So come right back with the out route. And it's a
All right. They are at the 6-yard line, 1st and goal. Or I'm sorry, at the 4-yard line, 1st and goal. Oh, and a miss. 2nd and goal for the Steelers. Steelers have the ball, 2nd and goal, again at the 4-yard line.
in the previous meeting against the Browns in the fourth quarter to win that game. And now in this area of the field, if he gets matched up one-on-one, Ben is really comfortable with it. Riley, 7 touchdowns this season. Number 2 among all rookie receivers and tight ends. Fine play of the drive. 2nd goal.
All right, 2nd and goal. Whoa, throws it away. Oh, and it looks like another Browns player is down with an injury. Ooh, he looks like he's in a lot of pain. Looks like a knee injury. Ugh.
He starts to cheat over towards Deontay Johnson. Takes away the first read. That's a nice job. He learned from the last time, from the touchdown pass. Oh boy, Delpit got hit right in the knee. And without John Johnson, no Ronnie Harrison, no Troy Hill, and now Delpit on the turf.
Ooh, all right. They're taking a commercial break for an injury timeout. Ooh, that looks like a rough one. Ooh, that looks like a rough one. So, anyway, what I think I'm going to do next, guys, I'm not going to do the whole game tonight just because I am super tired. I am like barely keeping my eyes open. So at the half, I'll kind of wrap everything up. But I will definitely do another live stream. I will definitely be streaming the Cowboys and Eagles game on Saturday at 8:15 if you are interested. I am a huge Eagles fan, so this will definitely be one to watch, especially since the Cowboys have won our division. But both teams are going to the NFC, are going to the playoffs. Super excited to watch it. It'd be really awesome if the Eagles could win. But we will see. And I'm hoping that Jeff from Our Paradise Falls and Brittany will hopefully both join me. I know Brittany's been dealing with some COVID issues, so hopefully I talked to her today. She's feeling a lot better, so hopefully they will be able to join us or join me on Saturday. I hope you guys can join us too. I know it's a Saturday night, but come on, man. We just had New Year's. Stay in. And then we will be doing these live streams throughout the playoffs and throughout the Super Bowl. I'll do a big Super Bowl one with some giveaway prizes and everything. It'll be really great. I'm super excited for it. And then definitely on Wednesday at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, you definitely want to come back here and check out the Vlogmas Aftermath live chat I have. I'm going to have a lot of special guests on. I'm going to have Nina from Wrestling with Disney, Chloe from Dan and Chloe Vlogs, it's Matt from Teacup for One, Lauren from Castle Capes and Clones, Jake from Our Disney Afternoon, and me. All 6 of us are going to be talking about all things Vlogmas, how Vlogmas went, things we want to change on our channel, and in case you ever want to start a YouTube channel or start Vlogmas, what kind of the things we recommend for you guys. All right, here we go. We are back. 3rd and goal. Oh. And Roethlisberger misses it. 4th and goal now. It just doesn't look like Ben is on the same wavelength as his receivers right now. They just don't seem to be doing the same thing. Running the right way. Crazy. All right. So they're going to kick it for 3 points if he doesn't get this. All right. And that's good. So Steelers go up to 10-0. That's actually really good for the Browns. There's only 3 minutes left in the second. So I don't know that they'll be able to. They might be able to make a touchdown or maybe 3 points, but I think they kind of have to score here in order to get some movement going if they want to stay in this game for the second half. They will get the ball to start the second half, which is also good, but you really do want to score here before the going into the half because it'll set up some good juju for the second one. So currently it's 0-10 Steelers going into the half. All right.
This is on you now. Like, you got to go out there and rally the troops and get this game back.
All right, come on, Mayfield. Yeah. They're talking about the Baker Mayfield and where he'll end up after this season. Currently, his contract is up for renewal, but I'm not sure, depending on how he plays, if the Browns will renew his contract. He hasn't been doing very well for the Browns. They were doing really good in the beginning of the season, and then they've just kind of faltered down on a downward spiral, and it's just has not been good for the Browns. So. Talking about the playoffs right now, Titans currently sitting at the #1 seed in the AFC playoff picture, followed by Kansas City, and I think that was, I don't know, another red team. All right, so for the Steelers to stay in the playoffs, they have to win tonight, and they have to win Sunday. They also need the Colts to lose to the Jags on Sunday and the Chargers to win or tie the Raiders. Woo! That's a lot that they have to worry on. I don't know if all that's going to line up for them. But, I mean, I always say, like, if your team does their part, that's all you can ask is for your team to do their part to get them into playoff contention. So, basically, Steelers winning here, and then if they win next week, then it's really out of their hands, and at least they did everything they could to make the playoffs. All right, Cleveland, 3rd and 8. What the heck? I feel like as soon as a player starts to do good, though, the Browns trade him off with other players. Anyways, yes, I agree. I 100% agree. I feel like that happens all the time in the NFL. Ooh, Browns just converted on 3rd down, so they are back to the first down. That's the first time all game They have converted on 3rd down, so they are at 1st and 10. 2-minute mark left in the half. But yeah, Rachel, I completely agree. That's kind of like what the Eagles did with Zach Ertz. He was like one of our only good players, like one of the only players left from that Super Bowl run team. Him, Super Bowl champs right there. And they traded him off to the Cardinals, who were the undefeated at that time. Like, are you kidding me? You trade your only good player off to an undefeated team? Like, oh, are you joking me? Crazy. But yeah. So after this, like I said, at the half, we're gonna end this just because I'm super tired and have to be up tomorrow for work. This week is gonna kick my butt. After having 2 weeks off, I'm so jealous of my friends in Maryland and New Jersey who got snow days today. Of course, I worked there for 2 years and don't get a single snow day, and they get a snow day as soon as I leave. But I'm not salty or anything. Not salty at all. What is this my sister's sending me? Something about people being placed on the COVID reserve list. Money talks. Yes, that's so true. So true, Rachel. So true. Let's go to let's go to the Eagles. Did the Eagles really just put a bunch of people on COVID reserve? I'll be so upset. Also, crazy thing that happened yesterday as Jalen Hurts, Eagles quarterback, was walking out of the field. A whole entire like side of the stadium came down, and a bunch of fans fell on him. So I'm sure if they just put a bunch of players on COVID reserve, that's probably going to be a factor. Okay, we are back. Browns have the ball. They're going. Ugh. 2nd down. They got a few yards. That was good. Oh! Dropped. 3rd and 7. Oh, no. Oh. Dang it. A bunch of Eagles players just tested positive for COVID-19, so they will be placed on the COVID reserved list. Dang it. People like Jason Kelsey, Fletcher Cox, and Dallas Goedert. Eagles just placed 12 people on the COVID reserved list right after the coach tested positive as well this past week. Dang. And they moved our game up. Wow, that's just great. Well, hopefully they can get off the COVID reserve list. Because that's like half our starting lineup that just got placed on it. Whoa! Mayfield completing on 3rd and 7 with a major throw. Dang, that was a good one. That was a good one. All right, Browns set, keep the drive alive. Second down. 2nd and 9. I'm trying to figure out where they are on the field. They haven't showed them on the field yet. Okay, they are at the Steelers' 48-yard line, looks like. And pass is caught. About going to be 3rd and 3, I want to say. 3rd and 3. With 49 seconds left in the half. All right. Oh, and they sacked him. Dang. That sucks for the Browns.
TJ Watt just keep working, trying to get the hands clear. You see him there, tip his inside shoulder. Come back up into the pocket. Baker Mayfield's going to hold the football like that. That's what's going to happen. Baker Mayfield is watching the ball again, and he has the tight end open. He's looking right, pumps, and right there, he's grabbing the ball, and the tight end's open. And that is a sign of a quarterback that's not confident pulling the trigger. You see him caught that a lot. That's happened a lot this season. I asked him about it. He said it's kind of something that's a part of his game, but that's not something you want to do as a quarterback. You want to get there, see the target, and execute and pull the trigger.
All right, so they're going to be at 4th and 9. TJ Watt making that sack. So they're going to kick it back to the Steelers. Steelers going to run it back to the 20-yard line. 20-ish. Okay, here's the Saturday doubleheader. So you got Chiefs Broncos at 4:15, and then you have the Cowboys Eagles at 8 for the last week of football on Saturday. But now I don't even know if it's going to be a good game with 12 players being out on COVID. Like, what the heck? This sucks. Sucks.
Cowboys Eagles Saturday night, huh? Not too bad. Boy, not too bad. The Cowboys need to get some stuff in order. You know, that's not a, hey, we're in the playoffs, let's just show up. They have some things to work on for sure.
All right, here we go. Steelers.
See how the Steelers play this. Clock stop, 26 seconds left. And the Browns spent a timeout there. It's interesting at the end of this first half, Kevin Stefanski decided not to use any of his timeouts as they went down. He was trying to get all the time off the clock. It was interesting to me in that even though they got past midfield.
So they're at 2nd and 8. Timeout was called. Got 28 seconds left on the clock. Roethlisberger throws it, and he gets like a few yards. 22 seconds left in the half. It's going to be 3rd down. And like maybe 4, 3.
So now 10-0, they get this crowd in it. And Ben's last game here, you had to have the crowd in the game. I wonder if there's something wrong with the Travis. Maybe you alluded to the break we were just talking about.
Oh, I'm way off. 3rd and 7.
The instructions will get me snapped. Something to keep an eye on here for second half.
Whoa! And they convert and get knocked out of bounds. 17 seconds left on the clock. And there's a flag on the play. I think it's going to be for a late hit. Oh, thank you so much, Rachel, for joining me. As soon as it hits halftime, so however long it takes for these 17 seconds to last, I'm going to hop off and go to bed myself. It looks like the Browns did just get that flag on the play for a late hit on the Steelers. He was already out of bounds when he got hit. So that'll be a 10-yard penalty, which does give them a first down. And they are now at the 45-yard line.
Clock stops, 12 seconds left.
So they got 4 yards out of that. It's going to be 2nd and 6 with 12 seconds left on the clock right before the half. Oh, almost picked off. 7 seconds left. 3rd and 6 again. They're going to bring on the kicker to try to kick a field goal, I have a feeling.
I'm just going to carry and get him to the sideline. Safety going over the top. That's how you play it. That defense, 2D, the ball's got to go in the middle of the field. That's a tough throw. That time they kept Fryermuth in protection. And so they didn't really have anybody to attack the middle of the field.
Nope. They're going to try to go for it with 7 seconds left on the clock. So they're probably going to throw it deep. Whoa. Timeouts called. Of course, they're going to call these timeouts right before the half.
Emotional. He said he would be able to flip the switch after the opening kickoff and focus on the task at hand. And that's winning a football game and keeping their Steelers season alive. It's amazing. Ben's thrown 33 passes here in the first half, but they only have 96 yards passing. So they really haven't established any running game.
All right.
3rd down and 6.
Here they go, 3rd and 6. Woo! And it got intercepted by the Browns. But that's halftime anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Score is still 0-10. Steelers winning it right now. So we'll see what happens there. I'm not going to see. You guys can watch the game if you'd like on your own or stay up to date using Google apps and the NFL apps and things. But I'm going to go to bed because I am super exhausted from work today, going back to work today. I just feel like I've been hit by a bus. So I'll see you guys on the next one. I hope you have a magical day, and I hope you guys join me on Wednesday at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time for my Aftermath Vlogmas chat with some great friends of mine. I also have a video coming out on Wednesday at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. It's a Bippity unboxing, and it's a really good one. So I can't wait for you guys to see it. I'm so excited for it. It's going to be one of my last for a while, so we'll see. But as always, have a magical day, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.